Hello everyone. Thank you for coming to
You're welcome.
my final speech. I wanted to start out with a fact. Did you know that 10% of people in the world cannot afford the services of an architect?
No.
Any of you know that?
I did not know that.
Okay, it's not a very good fact.
10% or
Especially-
only 10%?
Only 10%.
Ah.
So what I want to talk to you about is what is going on with the other 90% and what architects should be doing instead of just focusing on that top 10% of the people that are wealthy enough to get the services of an architect. So there are a lot of people who are being denied like basic rights, which I will get into later. And so that's why architects need to focus more on the people who actually are in need and not the ones who are wealthy. And just about me and my relationship to this topic, I, in 2 months, will have a bachelor's degree in architecture. And this has been an interest of mine for a really long time. And we've taken classes in social architecture, so I've learned a lot about it over the years. So this is important because there are a lot of people who are in really big need and it's not being taken care of. And as we go on, storms are getting worse and people are going to be in more need and more need and more need. And so that's why architects need to take a stand now. And especially if you're in the design field, which a couple of you are, it's good to have all this knowledge and know how to use it in practice. And it's important for everyone because everyone can get involved in helping these kind of people in need. So I'm going to tell you about where the need is, what architects are doing now about it, and like what you guys can do personally to help. So the need, I'm going to start with this image. And I want you guys to guess where this is.
New York. China.
Chicago.
Okay.
Seattle.
Muncie.
Okay.
Oh God.
Well, this is Detroit.
We were
Which-
I was
very
very close.
Yeah.
Wait.
So a lot of people, when they hear about humanitarian architecture, they think outside of the country. So I'm glad you guys were guessing inside the country. And so this problem is real in America too, and I think a lot of people overlook that. Like after the huge tornadoes that we had, after Hurricane Sandy and Katrina. So this help is needed in America too, but it's also needed abroad with earthquakes and all of that stuff. And it's also needed with poverty, which is a reason why this is happening in Detroit. Now I want to show you what architects are doing. So this first image is a shelter for refugees. And it's actually made completely out of paper and like you can see this is paper and like cardboard material, which is very cool. This is Shigeru Ban. So he is doing something. He's a big name architect, so that's really cool. Then Abir Sakali. These are also refugee like tent-like structures. And they actually fold down, which is another really cool thing, so they're very portable. And then this last one is Earth NGO. These are cool, colorful examples. So right now, architects, well, I know in Chicago and around America, there's this club that's called the 1%. It's not really called the club, but it's architecture firms that are planning to give 1% of their business to things like this, like humanitarian causes and social causes. But like my question is 1% of business enough, especially in like these crazy like storms and everything's happening, like is 1% really enough? And so I'm saying that designers really need to step up and do their part. So that brings me to what you guys can do. For the people in the design field, think about this when you do projects and when you're becoming an emerging professional, and think about how you might impact America or wherever you build. And everyone can always help by like donating to local NGOs and everything like that, which is good. And yeah, this will really help the people that are really in need. So in conclusion, we talked about where the need is, how architects are handling it, and what you guys can do. And according to the woman who wrote this book, Marie Aquilino, she says that there's going to be a new kind of climate refugee because of climate change. And so because of the storms are getting so bad, people are going to be having to move from their places that they live because of climate change. So if you pass that around. So because of changing climate and all of that, we're really going to need to step up and make a bigger difference. So if everyone does their small part, it can make a difference. Thank you.
Yeah,
I love how you guys
That was
clapped.
such a good speech. I loved it.
Thank you. So